Ladies and gentlemen, from the Broad Street Ballroom here in New York City, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening. 3 rounds of full rules Muay Thai scheduled in the 145-pound weight division. Your referee for this contest is Joel Becker. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black and blue trunks. He represents Tampa Bay Muay Thai from Tampa Bay, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brandon Waters. And his opponent across the ring, he's fighting out of the blue corner. He also wears black and blue trim, but he has the stars and stripes on the front. He represents Pursue MMA from Buffalo, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Shul.
Coach. Yep. Right over here, sir. Excuse me. Red corner, please come to the center. Thank you. All right, fighters, we got over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to follow them, fight fair. Follow my instructions at all times. Touch them up. Let's go to work.
A couple of amateurs with some decent experience going head-to-head right now at the Broad Street Ballroom. Mike Shul wearing the black trunks with the red, white, and blue, the stars and stripes on his trunks, taking on Brandon Waters out of Tampa Muay Thai, wearing the half and half black and blue trunks. A nasty left-legged round kick to begin the fight from Waters.
Waters, it seems to have a really good speed here. Shul doing a good job of defending. We'll be tying up.
Waters hails from Jacksonville, Florida, now fights out of Tampa, Florida, a teammate of Michael Stevens, who we will see later in the main event. And Waters takes a big right hand across the top from Shul. Waters actually did not find out for sure that he was fighting this evening until yesterday.
A nice body kick lands.
A late addition to this card at Broad Street Ballroom, but a welcome one as these two guys look primed and ready. Shul tries to unload a bit in the corner.
Shul being the taller fighter, you know, he stands very, very upright. And the thing is that Waters being the taller fighter stood very, very upright. But Shul being very, very fast, you got to be careful of that because your face is just right out there. Right now you can see him tying up in the clinch. You know, even being the smaller fighter is going for that cross face block, pushing him down, keeping him slightly off balance. Just kind of putting his weight on him. It bends your back. It's very uncomfortable.
It's a full rules amateur bout.
And you see him tie him up against the ring and then go for that sweep.
Fighters get a little tangled up in the ropes there.
Yeah, you can see the nose of Waters from that right hand that landed earlier. You see he stands very tall.
Shot a right hand down Broadway just there.
Yeah,
did Brandon Waters.
He's got the range and the reach, but he's in close enough distance that you can't keep your face and your head up like that. You got to still tuck yourself down. And that ends that first round.
Round one comes to a close. Brandon Waters, he started fast and he finished strong, whereas Shul seemed to be in control in the middle part of that first round. So we'll see how the judges look at that if it gets to that point. But two guys that were not sure that they were going to be fighting this evening until weigh-in day, which was yesterday. And both fighters look very much ready. Now, Waters comes in with a 9-2 record, 27 years of age, who you're looking at right now on the screen. His opponent, Mike Shul, making his second trip ever to New York City. His first was last week. He came with a bunch of friends to attend Comic-Con. That was his first visit to New York City.
I didn't see him there. I was there.
And now, there you go. So fans of the comic book realm and the animated realm, Phoenix Carnivale and Mike Shul. So Mike excited to get his first crack at fighting under the bright lights in New York City. Trying to get a win for Pursue MMA in upstate, the Buffalo native. So Shul.
He's tied up in the rope. He's stuck in the ropes. He actually got himself stuck.
Brandon Waters got that left arm caught in the ropes. And good sportsmanship from Shul to let him kind of untangle and regather himself.
Well, you can see Shul just kind of trying to tie up that distance a little bit, knowing that Waters is the rangier guy. Waters doing a good job there of throwing Shul off balance.
Full rules amateur bout here. Only the elbow pads being used.
Yeah, Waters did slip in a short elbow while Shul was coming in, right at the beginning of that exchange. I think somebody might have lost a mouthpiece. I'm not sure. It looks like somebody lost a mouthpiece. Joel Becker is looking for it. Yep, and I think he sees it. Nope. Okay.
There's a piece of debris coming off one of the, maybe
the
a
gloves.
piece of tape or something like that.
And you see, like, Waters really going, Shul really going for right through the guard of Brandon Waters.
Shul wearing the blue trunks with the black trim and the stars and stripes. Brandon Waters in the half black, half blue trunks.
Yeah, Shul's keeping his arm up very, very high in the clinch. So basically, you know, he can control the weight of Brandon Waters. Superman punch.
Waters
A nice
snuffed
uppercut
that
that lands by Shul.
Shul's,
Another uppercut that lands.
Shul's been the dominant force in this second round. Been kind of manhandling Waters a little bit.
Well, you could see right away in the first round, Waters had a lot of speed. So basically, he's just trying to stop him from being able to create any type of rhythm.
Final 10 seconds here in round number 2. Scheduled 3 here from the Broad Street Ballroom between Waters and Shul. And that's the bell.
Yeah.
Tough fought second round. Looked like Mike Shul really kind of gained his footing there. And as you said, Phoenix, trying to neutralize that speed that Waters flashed early in round 1.
Absolutely.
Shul doing his best to kind of smother Waters and just not let him get those arms and legs extended.
He also landed some very good uppercuts towards the end of that round as well.
So Shul focusing on the striking aspect.
And then tying up in the clinch.
And then tying up. He's known as Scrappy Doo in his gym upstate and Pursue MMA. So
It's very cool.
living up to his nickname so far, bringing the fight to Brandon Waters through 2 rounds. Again, Ariel Agami ringside with Phoenix Carnivale at the Broad Street Ballroom in downtown Manhattan. After a 2-month hiatus, we are back on Friday Night Fights in our old stomping grounds. So now Mike Shul coming in with a 4-1 record as an amateur Muay Thai fighter, also has a 6-1 mark in MMA bouts. Brandon Waters a 9-2 record in amateur Muay Thai.
That was a big body shot that landed by Brandon Waters.
Shul fires
Shul
the big
again
right
looking
hand.
to go into the clinch. Waters had the dominant position for a second. Shul was able to get himself out of that.
Waters trying to wiggle out of the clinch and land a knee at the same time. Joel Becker will break up the fighters. A couple leg kicks between the two exchanged.
Yeah, Shul staying busy. Nice right hand lands right down the middle. And body kick, another right hand uppercut.
Waters almost turned around completely there. And on his way back around to face his opponent, Shul fired a body kick.
Well, what's great about Shul is he's not waiting. If he sees an opportunity, he takes it immediately. Now you see how he's keeping his arms up very, very high underneath Waters' armpit. He's preventing him from being able to use his hands so he can tie him up. Nice leg kick that throws Waters off balance.
Mike Shul pushing Waters into the corner now.
Yep.
Maybe trying to put an exclamation mark on this fight. He's looked like he's been in control through using the clinch for much of this affair. We'll see if the judges feel the same way. Should we go the distance? About 40 seconds remain in this third round. Good work upstairs from Mike Shul. Misses with a straight right hand, then goes in and sticks a short left in as Waters is kind of crouched over against the ropes. Joe Becker trying to get him off. Again, Mike Shul rocking the stars and stripes trunks. Waters in half black, half blue with the red star.
Yeah, it was a nice dump to the canvas there. Oh, big teep. Teep lands.
But a good leg kick by Shul, and now some good hand work in the corner by Mike Shul. Final few seconds of this fight. And there's the bell, Mike Shul.
Very busy Mike Shul this fight.
He goes the distance with Brandon Waters, and we will go to the judges' scorecards once again. And again, the fighters exchanging respect with the opposing corners. Jason Trevisinski, the head trainer and cornerman for Mike Shul. out of Pursue MMA in upstate New York, the Buffalo native trying to make good at his New York debut.
It's really great when people come from out of town and they fight here, and I think that the New York crowd welcomes them with open arms. We just love to see good fights, and we love to see good talent, and I hope they enjoyed their time here in New York, in New York City.
Brandon Waters coming up from the state of Florida. Of course, they've been dealing with a ton lately with the damage done from Hurricane Matthew, so we're happy he was able to make it up here safely with his team. And we appreciate the effort he put in against Mike Shul. We'll see how the judges feel 3 rounds in, and we are awaiting the official decision. I always love that respect between the competitors, Shul and Waters embracing as we await word on the victor. Both fighters in good spirits here as they await the final word. Will it be the kid from Buffalo or the kid from the Sunshine State?
I think that Waters looks to be a very good fighter. I just think that Mike Shul was very overwhelming. I think that he really didn't allow Brandon to put together a rhythm.
Let's go up to Diamond Dave for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge B scored this contest 29-28 for Waters. Judge A scored this bout 29-28 for Shul. And Judge C scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, representing Pursue MMA, Mike Shul.
So a split decision victory for Mike Shul out of Pursue MMA. He picks up his 5th win in the Muay Thai amateur ranks and his 11th win overall, combining that with his MMA record. And good sportsmanship between the two fighters after the bout ends. Brandon Waters and Shul going in for the photo op. Waters falls to 9-3 in the amateur ranks, and kind of a surprising there, Phoenix, to see the split decision.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it was a good fight. I would just thought that Shul was a bit busier. I thought we could see how impressive Brandon it was in the first round, but Shul was, he threw some heavy hands in there, really very clean shots, clean uppercuts. But Brandon Waters did hit him with a few leg kicks and things like that. There were some significant strikes that would look to a judge to be significant enough to score it for him.
Mike Shul, a.k.a. Scrappy Doo, scores the victory in the bright lights of New York City. This is Friday Night Fights.